Number 5, it says create a drop-down list to select a quality rating using the values in these cells right here. These values right here. And then we're going to use SUMIFS, COUNTIFS, and AVERAGIFS to find, where they're asking us down here. Okay, so the first thing is to do the drop-down. So I will select the cells. I'll go to data validation, and I want a list, right? That's what she asked for. And then this is going to be my source, those 3 conditions. So I'm going to hit OK. That should create a list. So, if the quality rating is excellent, good, or poor. Now we're going to go to the first question that they're asking. They're asking us to count, right, the number of customers. The problem here is that they have 2 conditions. They have to be female, and then they have to be excellent, right, quality rating. So they're going to do COUNTIFS. What do we do? COUNTIFS with an S because we have 2 conditions. We have more than 1, so that's plural. So the criteria range 1. What are we looking for? So let's start right here. We're going to look at the quality rating to be excellent. I already had referenced the cells and gave it a name. I'll show you now how it's done in the next question. But I want to know in that quality rating column, how many are excellent, right? And then I'm going to reference this so when I move it to the male section, it doesn't move the cell. And what is the other condition, the criteria range to? Well, the, gender, right? So if the gender, I want to also count it if the gender is female. I'm not referencing this one because I wanted it to move when I go to male. So I'm going to close parentheses and I'm going to hit OK. It should count. Oh, okay, it counted. So how do we name the columns? So, for example here, site visits, because site visits is gonna help us on the total site visits part, right? So when I go here, data, site visits, I'm gonna do Command Shift down because I'm in Mac. I'm gonna do formulas, define a name, and then I'm gonna put site visits. Okay, hopefully it's not already done. Okay, so I already named it site visits. So every time I say site visits, it's gonna go back to the data tab, and it's gonna go back to that column specifically, and it's gonna refer to that column. So let's go back here to question 5. So if I do here Command C, Command V, it's gonna do the same thing. So if we look at here on this top, it says I want to count if in that column of quality rating, it's going to be equal to B4, right, of the drop down that we created. And then I want to also count it if the gender is going to be equal to what? D6. It's a male. So 19 customers that are female are excellent as well. So if I change here, let's say good. You see how it changes? Okay. Now average date. So average, that's a good sign. Average if. So average ifs again. Why? Because we have 2 conditions, the drop down and if it's a female or a male. So now first I want to know what are we averaging. So we're averaging the age. So I already had named the column age. So I just have to type in age. For me, it's a lot simpler. What is criteria 1? Same thing. If my quality rating, I want to average the age. If the quality rating is going to be equal to this, and then I'm going to make it absolute. And then I also need the gender, right? Gender to be what? This cell right here. If those 2 criteria are met, then I want you to average the age of those customers. And then just to make it pretty, because the age, so it should be 42. I should be able to Command C and paste it here. For example, change it to excellent. You should be able to change. Hopefully this is good. Let's go back to answers. And this is question 5. Well, so far so good. We have 2 more to go. Question 5. Now total site visits. What do they want us to do? We're going to sum, right? Ifs, same thing. We're going to sum. Now, they want us to sum range. We're going to sum the site visits. That's what we did it. What is my first criteria? My quality rating, same thing. If my quality rating is this cell right here, absolute, and my gender is this right here, I want you to sum all of my side visits. That's basically what it means. If I hit enter, Command C, let me paste it here, same thing. Now the average annual income, same thing. Average IPS, right? Because it's two conditions. What is the range that I want to average? Let me see if I already have named it annual income. No. So let me erase this and let's do it again. Go back here. Quarterly sales. Okay, here annual income. Command Shift down. Here formulas. Define annual income. Perfect. Okay. Go back to question 5. Here. So average IPS. What do I want to average? It says here average range. That is asking us what do you want to average? The annual income. I want to average the annual income. What is my first criteria? If the quality rating is this, absolute, and my gender is this, not absolute, so I can move to male. If I hit enter, that should be the answer. Command C, Command V. And now let's go back here at answers. And question 5, it says 100%. We should be good.